Okay, story time. So, um, my son's father passed away in 2024 in a motorcycle accident, right? Um, Me and his mother always been estranged, right? We never really got along. I don't know what was it that she had so against me. Um, she just couldn't let go of his previous relationship. His previous relationship, he was married, he had 2 kids. The mother was really bad on drugs, right? That eventually in 2020, I want to say, she died from an overdose, right? I've been in the kid's life since like, I want to say kindergarten, right? The oldest just graduated. I practically helped raise these kids, right? The grandmother was so goddamn involved that she didn't let him be a father to the kids and she didn't let her be a mother to the kids, right? Those were the grandmother kids, right? He's the only son, so she never had a girl. Um, the girl gets away with murder. She turns the blind eye, doesn't see nothing, right? She's a little bit harder on the boy, which is an amazing kid, right? Anyway, so she has never bonded with my son at all. My son is 9 and he has never even spent a day with her, okay? Not a night, not a day, not a couple hours, nothing, okay? Nothing. She has no connection to my son, right? Um, Recently she just asked me, oh, school's out. What are you gonna do for the baby? I told her, I was honest. I told her, I thank God I got a little pool in the back of the house or whatever the case may be. I said, but we're going to be home. We might go to an amusement park or something like that. But it's just been a little bit crazy because these teenagers been going and doing these meetups, and like Hershey Park, first day was a disaster. So I'm just thinking about it. But we're going to take a vacation. So I'm like, okay. I told her, you know, right now things is tight, so he's gonna just be home for now, and I got a lot on my plate. I left the open opportunity for her to say, what can I help you with, right? Yo, you know what this lady response was? Oh, I know, both brothers are older and now they too busy for him. Oh, I know it's hard with no spouse. So you don't offer help. You just tell me you know how hard it is without no husband. Need I mind you, my resentment comes from me being a good woman to her son and me being a good woman to her grandkids, okay? That I raised them like my own, okay? That I fed them, took care of them. I did the girl's hair. I bought them clothes. I used to take the girl to get her nails done. I used to take her to get her feet done. I used to do everything, everything for these kids, okay? And you telling me that you can't help with your grandson because his father died? The grandson that your son begged me for, okay? Begged me for, okay? I didn't want to have another baby. My kids were already older and I already had his too. I didn't want to have another baby. I did it for him. I did it for him. And now I'm 44 years old. My middle son just graduated high school. I would have been done. And now I'm stuck with a 9-year-old little boy. Not stuck, but I'm now with a 9-year-old little boy raising on my own. Okay. You would have thought she would have been like, let me help you. What can I help you with? Can I pay for summer camp? Because the bitch loaded. Okay. She loaded. She got a lot of, I don't want to say bitch, I'm sorry. She's loaded. But it's sad that she does the minimum, the bare, not even the bare minimum. She don't do anything for her grandson. Anything. Anything. And it's not about doing, it's about showing a little boy love, showing a little boy that he matters, showing a little boy that he's a part of your family, showing a little boy that he is your grandson, your son's last baby. And you tell me, oh, I know it's hard with no spouse. When I bought my home, see, she has this passive aggressiveness towards me. And I be catching it every fucking time. I'm a Leo. I catch shit like that. Okay? So she gonna tell me when I bought my home, oh, Jason would be so proud of you. You know, da-da-da-da. You did it. You did it on your own. Blah, blah, blah. She goes, he'll actually be shocked. Well, because I'm incapable of purchasing a home. Your son took very well care of me. Yes, I didn't have to pay not one bill. I didn't have to do anything. I just had to buy the food, take care of the house, take care of the kids. He worked like a dog. He worked like 3 jobs. At one point, I had to tell him to quit so he could get some rest. He was a workaholic. So, that being said, he was a phenomenal provider. It wasn't that I was broke or I couldn't do it. He didn't allow me to do it. And now that I got to do it on my own, and you see that I'm struggling, and you don't volunteer to help, you tell me, oh, it's hard because no spouse. Yeah. So this is why I'm triggered. A person constantly will say something and it'll trigger me because this lady's been mean to me for over 10 years. Over 10 years. How can you... I've learned to forgive and I've been cordial. But how could you stop the resentment towards somebody when they've hurt you for such a long period? Yo, she tried to make me and my fiance break up. She caused a wedge between the kids. She caused a wedge between me and the baby mama. And I was always the bigger person. I know what addiction is like because I had 2 parents that was an addict. Okay? I was willing to help her. We put her in rehab twice. Okay? We did. Okay? So the kids could have a freaking mother. But because I was an outstanding woman, okay? Yeah, my mouth is slick. Yeah, I talk back. Yeah, I wasn't as submissive as they wanted me to be. Okay, first of all, I didn't even know what submissive was until they told me I wasn't submissive. And I had to start looking it up, right? The mother is a narcissist. And I found that out on my own, okay? The son was a narcissist too because, because he took well care of me, he wanted me a certain way, okay? And he struggled a little bit with alcoholism. But other than that, he was phenomenal. Like, phenomenal, He had a fucked up attitude. Aquarius is, they're a little fucking batshit crazy, but I am too. So, yeah. People need to understand that certain words trigger. They do. And I just don't understand why people don't understand that. I don't understand. Well, that was my story time. People, be careful who you get involved with. And yo, if the mother is a problem, I'm going to say it again. If the mother is a problem from day one, you need to evaluate what you want to do. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I have now over 10 years of trauma from a lady that I wasn't even involved with. Bird just shit it right by me. Ugh.